Hi you guys, thank you so much for watching. Today I'm going to be filling up the raised beds with the compost and soil mix. Yesterday I was able to put in sticks and leaves and other organic material into the beds. So now I'm just going to put my soil in. So the beds are full. It was a lot of work over 2 days. So the first day I layered in leaves and sticks, twigs, all that stuff, bark, whatever we had over there piled up from the pine tree, from the leaves that we mowed over, from leaves we didn't mow over. We just put everything in the bottom of these. Then I started with bags of compost and then bags of soil. These are not the most expensive bags. These actually are the cheapest that I could find. What we did last year, we did the same method for filling our other beds. So we needed a lot of soil. So we bought, what was inexpensive in our area. We don't have a lot of options as for, higher quality soil unless we order it. And a lot of the higher quality soil is about $8 a bag, which for the amount of gardening and planting and things that we are doing, we opted for the cheaper side of things. And then what I do is I fertilize weekly. I'll come back throughout the season and add more compost. I'll do a granular fertilizer, just depending on what I'm fertilizing. So if it's the garden beds, I'm doing something different than what I'm doing in pots. But it worked for me last year. I'm going to try it again this year. So yeah, I don't have a problem with using that. I can get a lot of it and get these beds filled and these pots filled and get the plants planted, and everything grew just fine. We had a lot of success. I also used the same mix for my elephant ears, and those got huge last year. So the only pot that had an issue were the hanging baskets that I would hang up there. There's one right there. So when I used that same soil combo in those, and they dried up so fast, the soil was so hard in those baskets. And I think it's because I wasn't super great on keeping it moistened, and those baskets can tend to dry out super quick. So that soil in there was super hard. The soil in the raised beds here and the raised beds over there was not like that. So I don't know what the deal was with those hanging baskets, but this year I'm going to do those a little differently. I probably will use my Pro Mix soil in the hanging baskets, and I have so many. I have about 5 or 6 that I'm planning on putting up this year. So here's one down there, and yeah, so I don't know, I'm gonna have to modify it somehow to keep it moist. I know some people use like sanitary napkins or plastic bags. Last year I put a plastic bag at the bottom, and that still didn't really help a ton. So I'm gonna have to figure out something new for this year. If you guys have any tips on keeping these baskets moist, let me know. But yeah, so that is really it. I'm not sure if I'm going to start planting yet, and I might add more compost and soil to them. We have some rain for the next 2 days, so I'm going to see how far they sink down and then go from there. So I have a few more, I have a lot more bags left. I'm sure I'm going to have to buy more, but this is just the start. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about the raised beds, about filling them, leave those down below and I'll be happy to answer. I'll see you guys in the next video.